Welcome everyone to another 40k battle report. So today I'm playing against one of my best friends at the club. So it's Dan, and because he's a secret agent we can't put him on camera. Oops, oh no, he's going to have to kill me. Today it's playing Space Wolves against my Crusher Stampede. So what are we bringing today, Sam?
So here I've got two patrol detachments. My warlord today is Arjak, who is standard. You know, he's got his warlord trait Resolve of the Bear, and which gives him a 6 that feel no pain, no rerolls for damage and wound rolls against him. His Saga, if he takes 1 wound, becomes complete, and he gives off a 6 that feel no pain 6-inch aura.
Nice.
With him, I've got the squad of Grey Hunters, 3 with a starter chainsword and bolt guns. I've got the pack leader there, who's got a power fist, not lightning claws, and then 1 guy with a plasma gun. Following over, I've got the 5 Fenrisian wolves, because you can't bring space wolves and not wolves. Just behind them, I've got the Thunderwolf cavalry.
Yeah.
Pack leader's got his power axe. They're all got storm shields, and the 2 at the back's got the thunder hammer and storm shields. I've brought the Redemptor Dreadnought, who is armed with 2 storm bolters, the Icarus rocket pod, the Macroplasma incinerator, and the Onslaught Gatling cannon. In front of them, I've got the Long Fangs. Pack leader just comes as standard. I've got 2 las cannons, plasma cannon, and the heavy bolter and the ammo cherub, because you can't forget the ammo cherub.
Yay! I mean, what's Grimdark without sacrificing a flying chubby baby?
Got Bjorn at the back. He's got his True Claw, Multi-Melter, and Heavy Flamer. Then we've got my squad of Wolf Guard with jump packs. The pack leader's got his Lightning Claw and Storm Shields, and then I've got 2 with Thunder Hammer Storm Shields and 2 with a pair of Lightning Claws. Some Primaris Intercessors. Again, the pack leader has a Power Fist, and then they've all just got their standard bolt rifles. I've got the the Librarian in Phobos Armour, or Ruin Priest. He knows Tempest Raft, Instinct Awoken, and then I've given him, spent a CP for Hero of the Chapter to give him the stratagem, Rights of War, which gives everyone 6 inches of him obsec.
Nice.
I took the Eradicators with the... I've got the Eradicators,
with the Assault Melters?
The Assault Melters, just standard, ready to come in and do some shenanigans.
So good for their points.
And then a standard Wolf Guard at the back. Pack leader's got Lightning Claw and Bolt Pistol. And then I've got 3 with Thunder Hammer Storm Shields, I should say, and 1 with a pair of Lightning Claws. Drop Pod. She's got the Storm Bolter ready to come in for some turn 1 shenanigans. And then the Land Raider, which has the 2 twin-link las cannons, heavy bolter, and a multi-melter.
Wicked.
And a killer missile. Can't
forget that. And apparently this is a specific name for this list.
It's at the moment called Crushing the Stampede.
I see what he's done there. Lots of hammers, lots of heavy damage dealing stuff. Okay, we'll get to the Tyranids. Okay, so today I'm playing Leviathan Crusher Stampede. Always wanted to bring the big beasties. I'm not just riding the meta. Been playing Nids for quite a while, if you've watched this channel. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. So today is a battalion and a patrol. So start off with some HQs. So I have a prime here for the obvious reasons of reroll with the good old Hive Guard, which, you know, it's a Tyranid player. Of course I'm bringing Hive Guard. But only a unit of 5. I have a Malathrop here for the -1 aura, which is pretty nice. I do have a flying Hive Tyrant, so I've got the Relic Sabers, so ignoring those vulnerable saves, and I've made him murderous size as well, so a bit stronger, a bit more AP, and 1 more damage. And he has the old Venom Cannon as well. And Swarm Lord, so first time on the channel for me with the Swarm Lord, which is pretty cool. At the end of the shooting phase, the model within 6 inches can move again, which is always good. Next to him is a barbed hero jewel, which will be named Barbie. And I have 2 5-man units exactly the same of warriors. So they have the upgrade for 15 points, giving someone a +1 to hit, it's always nice. And 1 model in each unit is armed with a Venom Cannon. The Mala Scepter, so Malathrope and Mala Scepter, so that can potentially have a 6-inch bubble of -1 strength to your opponent's shooting. It does cost 2 CP, but I'm throwing it out there now, so if you wonder what's going on sometimes, that's that. I have an Exo Cream just there, and a Horus Specs just there, because I think it's a cool model. It never does massively well, but in Crusher Stampede, everything has a 5-up and vulnerable, so he is a bit more survivable, and anything with monster keyword is -1 on the damage to a minimum of 1, so he might be a bit more survivable. And I've also spent CP to make him murderous sized. He is magnetized because I have seen some new rules announced. For Exocrine's been really good now, or hopefully soon, so I might see 2 Exocrines in my list in future. But yeah, I spent a few CP, a couple relics there, one of which is the node on this guy, so when Dan spends any CP, hopefully I can nick some points back. So today's mission is conversion, and the mission specific rules are: in this mission a player only receives the Battle Forged CP bonus at the start of the command phase if the Warlord is on the battlefield. That does involve transport as well. So if your Warlord is in Deep Strike, it could make a bit of a difference. And it has made a difference to Dan, because Dan was thinking about putting Arjak in Deep Strike. So it does make a difference. And the primaries are take and hold. So if you control 1 objective, gain 4 CP. 2 objectives for another 4 CP. And more than your opponent for an additional 4 CP, to a maximum of 12 per turn. The progressive objective is Corrupted Ground. So at the end of each player's turn, so not at the end of the battle round, each player's turn, score 4 victory points if they control the objective marker on the opponent's deployment zone, 2 victory points if you hold one of the no man's lands, and lose a victory point if you're not holding your own deployment zone. This is the deployment. I rolled for Defender and I picked this side of the table. So again, a little bit of line of sight blocking. And over here, Dan has managed to get some line of sight blocking and some cover. So we're playing the Stronghold, which is the Necromunda Stronghold. Obviously the mission objective token is there, so anybody within 3 can hold it as per usual. But we did say because it's a stronghold, it's a sealed building, it's going to be -1 to shoot through it. Infantry and flyers can get inside if they need to, but the big beasties can't, and same with the vehicles on Dan's side. Purely we're using it because I think it looks cool. It's Necromunda, it's industrial, it's fun. So the secondaries for Tyranids, I've got Engage on all fronts, which I believe is a lot better now, so I can get 3 points easier with a new update, because we're obviously using the new chapter approved rules. And Stranglehold, which is always nice, if I can get first turn Psychic Interrogation. Does shut down some psychic powers, but 3 points is 3 points. Dan's bringing Engage. Bring it down because I'm giving up 14 points. And the blank space there is for Oath of Moment. So it's a Space Marine specific one. So you gain 2 points if you're within 6 inches of the centre. You gain 1 point for basically destroying a vehicle or a big monster. And you gain 1 point for not failing morale. So Dan has also spent a few CP before the game started to upgrade one of his Lightning Claws.
This one, yeah. The Wolf Guard with jump axe, I forgot to mention, he's got a frost weapon, which gives him +1 strength and +1 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then I spent a CP for Cunning of the Wolf, putting my Outriders into Outflank.
Outriders? He
Not
meant
Outriders.
to say Eradicators. I know what he meant. We all know what he meant. Eradicators coming in from the side, melters in the face, never good for heavy stuff, especially if someone's got bring it down. So we both start the game on 7 CP. The first turn goes to I'm red, Dan is blue. Oh, he definitely got first turn, sir. Very good. So before Dan's movement phase, my Malaceptor is going to spend 2 CP for the 6-inch aura, making Dan's shooty stuff. Only shooty stuff, so it won't work when he's Thunder Hammers or anything. So -1 strength within 6 inches of these guys, which is pretty nice. So melters and last cannons, things like that will make a difference. The Thunder Hammers, not so much, not in the face. That's 2 CP. Okay, end of Dan's movement phase. Move these guys up, advance them up, trying to get closer to the objective. Land Raiders moved up here. These guys have moved over here. So the Primaris Marines staying still at the back. These guys have moved, not advanced. I'm thinking possibly a charge, giving up the centre. And these guys have obviously advanced because they're allowed to advance and charge later on. And finally, not forgetting at the end of the movement phase, this drop pod has come in within 9 inches of said Hive Guard. This is going to be nasty. So we do have heavy weapons are going to bear on them in the shooting phase, and we also have Grey Hunters as well. So it's now the psychic phase. Is there anything you would like to do?
Yes, I'm going to start by casting Instinct Awoken on the Thunderwolves. It goes off on a 6.
Okay, and what does it do?
It basically treats them as if they're in the Assault Doctrine, so they'll get an extra AP on the melee, and 6s will explode.
Nice!
Where's best to roll?
Anywhere would you like? Just not
It
there.
goes off.
I am within 24, possibly, with my Swarm Lord. I'm going to try to deny. Turns out Dan is within 18 of Shadow the Warp, so he's technically got 7. So see if I can get 8 or more. No, I have not denied. It has gone off. So Space Wolves over here are going to have 6s exploding.
Sweet.
Damn.
And then I'm going to cast...
So the second psychic power is...
So I'm going to cast Tempest Raft on the Barbed Hero Jewel.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it goes off on a 6.
Actually fails.
Yeah.
Unless you want to reroll.
No, I'm not going to
Shadow the Warp is -1 to cast.
No, that doesn't go off.
Okay.
No.
Okay. It's not a massive big deal because a lot of stuff is -1 to be shot over here anyway. It's intervening terrain. Okay. So after the psychic phase comes the shooting phase. This is going to hurt. Do we have any solutions, or should I come back in a sec?
No, I can go.
I mean, you don't have to shoot the hive gun.
So we'll start off over here.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to do the Grey Hunters first.
Okay.
Into the Hive Guard.
So I am going to spend 1 CP for... sorry, 2 CP even, because there's a unit of 5 Hive Guard for Unyielding Chitin. So it's basically going to mean I can't be wounded on 1, 2 or 3s. So hopefully those plasmas and last cannons that are going to hit me in a minute aren't going to be so good. Okay, so remember all of Dan's strength weapons are -1 strength because they're within 6 of that guy. The Hive Guard are, and only wounding on 4s or more.
So I'll start with the Plasma Gun.
Mm-hmm.
Rapid fire, we're not going to supercharge because we're -1 anyway. So hitting on 3s.
Okay, not supercharging, which is good.
And then, so it'd be strength 6, toughness 5?
It's toughness 5, but you are now strength 5. Because your weapon.
No, it would be strength 7, but
yeah,
now strength 6.
So
So 3.
4s because of transhuman, effectively transhuman. But yes, it has worked, yes.
And that'll be -3 AP.
The Hive Guard only have a 4-up save, so one guy has taken a wound. Okay, what is next?
So 3 bolt guns, rapid fire, hitting on 3s.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Cool.
I can do that in combat, that'd be great. And then, well, actually wounding on 6s.
Oh, yeah.
1.
Okay.
No AP.
No AP, so they do have a 4-up save. Because they're old school Marines, they have no AP, so wound, saving on a 4. No save, so that's another wound. So, and another wound now. So that Hive Guard is on 1 wound.
Sweet.
Okay.
And then plasma pistol to finish him off. Hitting on, not overcharging, so hitting on 3s.
There it is.
And then it'll be strength 6.
But wounding on 4s. Because of the... Here it is,
No.
it's a 3. It's a
We're not
3.
going to reroll that.
Okay. And then you've got your heavy weapons team behind.
We have, but I'm going to do the drop pod first.
Ah, yeah, because you could pink off. Yeah.
I'm hoping I can, yeah. So it's the Storm Bolter,
Mm-hmm.
which is rapid fire. So it'll be 4 shots, hitting on 3s.
Not bad, not bad.
That's all right. And then that is strength.
3, technically, now.
So it'll be 5s. 1, no AP.
Okay, here it is, 4-up save. I made it. I made it.
Right, the long fangs then. We're going to do... I think we're going to fire everything into the Hive Guard. We're not going to split fire.
Nope, Hive Guard are a big target there.
So, the pack leader is going to give Signum to one of the las cannons. So the blue las cannon will be hitting on 2s, the green las cannon will be hitting on 3s. I'll reroll that.
Slightly cocked. Okay.
So both hit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's strength 9, but would go to 8. So be 3s to wound.
4's the wound
4's
because
the
of,
wound.
yes, the non-transhuman.
But
Ah!
we're okay.
I do not get saved because it's -3. So the first one will kill a guy, that's for sure, because I've only got 1 wound. You can't get less than 1 on a d6. And what's the other d6? It's 4. Kills another one. That's 2 Hive Guard gone.
Should have done the heavy bolt.
That's a big deal. That is a big, big deal.
We'll do the heavy bolter next.
Mhm.
So heavy bolter is 3 shots, hitting on 3s. So 1 miss. Then
Wounding on 5s now.
nope.
Okay.
Plasma cannon is, we're not going to supercharge, so it's just heavy D3 for 3,
Mm-hmm.
hitting on 3s.
You're hitting well. You're hitting well.
Don't say that, you're going to jinx that now.
Well, that's the last thing.
So the strength 6, so it'd be 4, 5 or 6s.
There's one there. -2, is that right?
No, -3, but
Oof.
because we're Devastator Doctrine, it'd
Oh,
be
yeah.
-4.
I have no save.
That's just 1 damage.
Just the 1 damage. Okay. That's still pretty painful.
And then the Commander's Bolt Gun.
Yep.
Rapid fire, 3s. Yeah. And then 6s. Nope.
Okay. Are you going to sacrifice the tiny little cherub? You monster, you. Remember, the Space Marines are the good guys.
Yeah, Cherub's gone.
Mm-hmm.
For the Lance Cannon,
With
with
two
Signum. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good play. It's a good play.
And
Would you learn to use that strategy?
oh, I don't know. I don't know who told me that. Yeah, we're gonna go for the Hive Tyrant.
Okay.
Not the Hive Tyrant, the Hive Guard.
Yep. Still pink.
You've only got 3 left.
Yeah, and I don't get a save against the last cannon either, so...
So
hitting on a 2.
hits.
There it is.
3s.
4s, but yes,
4s,
you still
yeah.
got it. I do not get a save, so unless you roll a 1, it's a 2. It takes another one out, so that you've taken out 3 Hive Guard this turn, and there's nothing I can do about it. I spent some CP to try to keep me alive. 4, in fact. I've only got 2 Hive Guard left, which is a big, big deal.
Yeah.
There was no reason why I shouldn't have got that guy slightly closer to the Hive Guard, more central to get the -1. Dan was hitting on 3s and almost every 3 hit there, which was amazing. So it was my fault on deployment, but very, very good round of shooting from Dan. Excellent work. What's next?
So we'll go Land Raider next.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do the Twin Las Cannons, the Multi-Melter. My gut is telling me to split fire, but I never do well. So we'll put everything into the big beastie.
Okay.
So the Las Cannons.
So it's all minus the hit.
So they'll be hitting on 4s.
4s. That makes a difference. That makes a difference. And your last cannon now is strength 8, and it is toughness 8.
Do I...
Hasn't spent any CP yet, and I've spent 4 and I haven't had my turn yet.
We're not going to spend CP.
Okay.
So 4s.
No, that's a miss.
That is where I will spend the CP.
Okay,
So I'm
so
going to reroll.
with my node, I do steal CP on a 5 or a 6. I get a 6, so I can't get any more CP back this turn, but at least I am on 4 CP now instead of 3.
Right, 4s. There you go.
Okay, so it has hit. I'm going to use my 5-up invulnerable, thanks to Crusher Stampede. It is a 5. There it is, people.
So, Melters.
Hitting on 4s.
Nope.
See, that -1 is a big deal.
The Heavy Bolter.
Don't forget your Hunter Killer as well.
Well, I've left a different coloured dice for that. But
Okay.
4s. Gets 1.
Okay.
Hitting strength 5.
Technically it's 4 now, so wounding on 6s.
No.
Would have been 5s.
And then the Hunter Killer Missile. Hitting on 4s.
There it is.
There's strength 10.
I think so. So it's 9, so it's still wounding on 3s, which is good. There it is.
And it is minus.
I always want to say it's minus more than it is, because it should be minus lots.
So it's -2. Devastate makes it -3.
Okay, so I'm going to use my 5-up invuln, and I'm okay on a 6.
No.
Okay on a 6. Okay, Redemptor Dreadnought.
So Redemptor Dreadnought
Mm-hmm.
is going to go into your Swarm Lord.
Okay.
He's going to fire everything. He's re-rolling 1s because of Bjorn
Mm-hmm.
to hit, and he's re-rolling 1s to wound because of Arjak.
Nice. Good play, good play.
So Macroplasma Incinerator, he's toughness 8.
He's toughness 7.
He's toughness 7. We're going to supercharge it.
Okay, so bear in mind you will be reduced by strength by 1.
So that'll make me strength 8.
So still wounding on 3s.
Still wounding on 3s.
Good play.
So D6 shots. 5.
Mm-hmm. And -1 to hit. So now you get to reroll 1s.
So hitting on 4s.
Oh yeah, and there's a 1 there.
Nope.
Okay.
Wounding on 3s then, re-rolling 1s. No, so that's 3 at minus. It'll be -5 because there's a Devastator.
Okay. Okay, 4-up invuln on the Swarm Lord. Can he make it? I made 2. Damage is
3.
3 each. I'm going to have to take it, I'm afraid, because I can't afford to spend any more CP. Dan did take 1 mortal wound on himself because he overcharged. Rerolling the 1, still got a 1. Alright.
Right, so the Onslaught Gatling Cannon, 8 shots, hitting on 4s.
Still the same target, but you get to reroll 1s, that's good.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's strength 5. which is 4 now because of your beastie.
So still 5s.
3
Not bad.
minus 2 because of Devastator Doctrine.
Okay, I'm still going to use the 4 up invulnerable. I failed 2.
They're just 1 damage each.
Damn, down to 7. Maybe I should have spent the CP to stop those 3 from coming in. Painful. And you got the Icarus, is it?
So I'm going to do the Storm Bolters next. They're rapid fire 2, so they get 4 shots each.
Nice.
So hitting on 4s.
Rerolling those 1s.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. Strength 4, so 6s.
Yeah, because it's technically strength 3 now, yeah. Okay.
And then the rocket pod for D3 shots. 2 shots. Hitting on 4s. So just the 1, and that strength for the rocket pod is 7.
So back down to 6s?
So
5s.
5s. No.
Okay.
Right, so that's him done.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go with... We may as well do Bjorn. And all Bjorn can shoot, sadly, is the Warriors.
Mega overkill. But yeah, totally. It's a shot. Definitely.
So we'll do the Multi-Melter, Heavy 2. He's Ballistic Skill 2, but we'll be hitting on 3s.
Okay. There's
1.
1 over there.
So that would be Strength 8 for the Multi-Melter.
Down to 7. So wounding on 3s.
It wounds.
It wounds.
It'd be minus 5 because of the Devastator.
Okay, so thanks to Crusher, everything has a 5 up invuln. Do not make it. So we've got 3 wounds apiece.
Right, D6 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Leaving 1 guy on 1 wound.
Yeah, we're not going to reroll that.
No. The Primaris at the back remain stationary, so they get to double tap. Who are they going to shoot?
The Warriors.
Makes sense.
So the Warriors in the woods, so they're hitting on 4s because of the minus 1.
Mm-hmm.
Not rerolling anything because we're out of range. So that is just...
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Strength 4.
Down to 3.
Ooh, 5.
So 5s.
1 at minus 1.
Okay. I'm okay with a 6. So 1 guy still left alive with that 1 wound. Here comes the favourite phase for the Space Wolves. Charges.
Charging, right, we are going...
The only charge happening in the first turn. These guys need an 8-inch charge. Okay, here it comes.
We sound as cocked.
I would say that's cocked. I'm going to be a gent and say that's a cocked dice.
Ah, we get him?
Yeah, we get in. We get in. I would say it's definitely cocked. What we generally do at a local club is if we can put a dice on it and it falls off, then that is definitely a cocked dice. That dice has fallen off and I've destroyed some terrain. So yeah, they're in, so we'll come back after their positioning. Okay, the Wolves are in.
Right. So, Thunderbolt Cavalry. We'll do the Thunder Hammers first.
Mm-hmm.
So they get 2 attack space.
They don't suffer the -1 because they're Space Wolves and they've charged.
1 for Shock Assault.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're hitting on 3s because we're Space Wolves.
Yeah.
6 is generating additional hits.
There's a 6.
What am I hitting on? 3s.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 miss. I'm going to have to move that Wolfie. But yeah, I get 1 additional 1.
Nice.
Strength 8 then with the Thunder Hammers.
I am toughness 8.
So 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Amazing.
Because the class has been in the Assault Doctrine.
I will be using my 5 up invulnerable because they've got like -4 or something AP.
So -2 plus the extra 1, only -3.
So okay, so it'll be still 5 up invulnerables. Only make 1. It's
3 damage each.
Yeah, I was gonna say flat 3 damage. I could re-roll 1. 3, 6, 9, 12. I mean, it's not gonna kill it, but then you still got a lot of claws and stuff. I'm going to re-roll 1. I'm going to spend 1 CP, leaving me on 3. Nope, failed. Don't do it, kids. Never reroll. So this guy is going to smack back in close combat. I've turned him around so you can actually see what's going on, although you do love his pretty face. So, spending the CP to reroll because he's hitting on 5s. I can either use the mouth and I can heal stuff, or I can hit like a truck, but the AP is not going to make any difference. So I'm going to hopefully get the Ravenous Maul. So number of attacks, it's 4d3s. So 3, 4, 5, 6 in total, which isn't amazing. Hitting on 5s but re-rolling, and only wounding on 4s. That's the issue. Well, actually, murderous size, technically, I'm wounding on 3s. Thank God for re-rolling, but remember only hitting on 5s.
Oh.
Okay, technically wounding on 3s because the murderous size went on this guy. That's 2, minus 2 AP.
So 4s.
Okay, so the damage would be D3 on each one plus 1.
D3.
Plus 1.
So you're definitely going to do at least 2.
If I kill a guy, I will get to heal 1 wound.
I'm going to spend a CP then, which will bring
Okay, so at the moment you've got 4 wounds in each guy.
with
You
my-
made it, so whatever I do is not going to kill a guy. Actually, I could roll a 3, I guess. Nope, so that's 3 in total, so 1 guy's got 1 wound. So in the command phase, what's left of the Hive Guard will be re-rolling the hits, thanks to the Prime. The Mala Scepter is going to make them extra AP on 6s, but re-roll the damage. And I would say plus 1 to hit on the Exocrine through the Warriors, plus 1 to hit on the Barbed Hero Jewel from the Warriors, and that's it for a minute. So in the movement phase, the Swarm Lord has moved up over to here. These guys have shimmied slightly so they can put some more shots into them. He's been an utter coward and flown behind them. Malus Scepter's moved up there. These guys, obviously with the difficult terrain, can only shamble forward a little bit. Flying Hive Tyrant over here, trying to pick on these guys, because remember he can remove invulnerable. And this guy is going to have a field day. So, lots of shots, but not too much in close combat. He's not like the the scythed version, he's the barbed version. So we've got 4 close combat attacks. But there's definitely going to be some fun to be had. Right, psychic phase. I think I shall... over here, this guy is going to try psychic interrogation against Dan's character over here. Does mean that these other psychic powers will not go off. But he gets a plus 1 to cast anyway. And psychic interrogation is only a 4. So technically I only need a 3 to cast this. So looking for a big old 3. Remember Dan can attempt to deny. I have rolled a 7. Would you like to try to deny? Are you happy with my 7?
It's 3 points. What other psychic powers can you do?
So particularly on that model now, he's shut down, so you cannot do any other psychic powers because of that. So I've got obviously Smite over here, the 4-up Invuln, which he probably won't put on himself, D3 additional attacks, which he probably will. Over here has Onslaught, which he won't be using, obviously Smite, and Catalyst, which is the 5-up Feel No Pain.
Yeah, I'm going to attempt to deny it with luck because I think it's victory points.
It's victory points. It's 3 victory points. Yes, he can't do anything else because he's shut himself down now because it's an action. It's a psychic action. So you will be denying me, sir. So you don't get the shadow on a warp on a deny. So Psychic Hood is within 12. I am outside of 12. So technically, remember my plus 1 because the Malus Scepter gets a plus 1. That's technically 8. So Dan needs a 9 or more. Doesn't get it, I'm afraid. Doesn't get it. So it does mean that big guy cannot perform any other psychic powers because it's an action. So over here, I'm going to attempt D3 additional attacks on myself. Okay, here goes. I would say it's probably a cocked dice there. As much as I want that to be a 6, I'm going to be honest. That's probably not gone off, thanks to my honesty. And the CP to re-roll that. Yep, my own fault. I should have put a dice on it to see if it was cocked, but honesty is the best policy. Still, actually does go off. Can you deny that?
I could for a
unit
CP,
can.
but he can cast one more.
Yeah, he can do smite if he wants to, or 4-up invulnerable, but he already has a 4-up invulnerable, and most things around him does as well.
What's his AP for combat? Sorry.
And is not going to deny it. He's worried that I'm going to steal his CP back. I can't do that. I can only do it once per turn. So I get 2 additional attacks over here with this guy. So I'll do that. So hopefully I won't forget. And then he's going to try a smite. So it's the first smite. So I'm looking for a 5. That's a 10, but it's not a super smite because it's more than. So mortal wounds on that unit. 2 mortal wounds.
That'll be 1 gone, 2.
Okay. And over here. So I'm going to put Catalyst on myself if I can. Keep myself alive a little bit longer. That's a Perils. So I'm pretty sure the power goes off if I'm still alive, which I will be on this model. Then I would get the benefit from Catalyst. So I don't get Catalyst, but how many mortal wounds do I suffer? It's the big 3! There's a surprise! So I'm starting to get a bit of a reputation, I think, at a local club for Perils in every game. Was that worth it? I don't know. So he's lost 3 wounds, and then he's going to try a smite, which I need a 6 now on the smite. Yeah, it does go off, and that unit suffers 2 more wounds. So a model on that unit is destroyed. I suffer 3 wounds myself. Okay, shooting phase. Going to start off over here. So, going to put all the light shots in over here, and the single heavy shot is going to go into the raider because it's wounds and why not. Wounding on 4s is not bad, I guess, against the land raider. So, Dan has spent 1 point for smokescreen on this guy. So when I do shoot with a cannon, he -1 to hit. So these guys are hitting on 4s anyway, so the light fire, shooting the guys right in front of me. Hitting on 4s, this is strength 5.
Toughness 4.
Okay. So wounding on 3s. And the AP will count for nothing because you're in cover. So that's 4. And who do you want to take it on? There are some storm shields and stuff in there. So AP1, you can either have a 2-up save or a 3-up save. Who do you want to take it on?
We'll take it on the 2 storm shield guys because, yeah, we're in cover set of 2s.
Okay.
This is where I roll full 1s. No,
it's 1. Just 1 wound. So really you should do it individually just in case you're super unlucky. Number of shots going into the Land Raider. 1 shot. Hitting on 5s now. It's a hit. Wounding on 4s though. There we go. So -2 D3 damage on your Land Raider. So 4-up save.
Right.
Okay. And a big old 2 damage on the Land Raider so far.
That'll put him down to 14.
Wow. So I'm going to try the same trick. Who's going to shoot next? I'm going to say this guy. He's going to shoot his cannon into those guys. So a number of shots. 2. Hitting on 3s. Yep. Then he's going to shoot all 12 shots into the Devastator squad. I do apologise, I have been corrected, they are long fangs. Not just any Devastator squad, they are long fangs. So hitting on 2 thanks to the +1. That's not bad. Wounding on 2s because this is strength 8. So each one is -2, 2 damage. Okay, so that is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 saves at -2.
So 5. That's 1 dead.
So 2 damage each.
Oh, 2 damage each.
Yeah.
That's them gone.
Nice. Okay. Right. Dan's removing those models. I'm going to get these guys. That's tricky. I'm going to shoot. Just really need that objective over there. So also hitting on 4s, but wounding on 3s. That's a bit of a difference. 4s. Hey, there we go. There we go. And then wounding on 3s.
You got 1 more 6 there.
Oh, do apologise. See, Dan is super nice. Only 1. -1, but you've got to take on the shield this time.
We're fine.
He's fine. They love life. They love life. Right. Prime is going to shoot his 3 shots only into these guys. So hitting on 3s because he's slightly better. But wounding on 3s. That's 2 at AP -1. 1 damage apiece.
4s. No, that'd be 1 gone.
1 Marine gun. And then the Hive Guard, I'm going to shoot over here. So there's only 2 guys left now. Hitting on 3s, but at least I get to reroll thanks to the Prime. Which is just as well. Wow. And wounding on 2s. So remember, these guys have focal essence on them. It's only 6s. Oh, wow. Wow. I think I need to change my dice there. Any 6s, not likely to happen. Right, and then the Exocrine. Okay, and my other 6 shots are now going to go into the guys on the, damn it, Stronghold, that's the one. So hitting on 2s, thankfully, and wounding on 3s. Whey, there we go. That's 2, -3, but you still got to take on the Storm Shield guy because there's only one with a wound.
Oh,
So 1 dice at a time, I guess.
4s. We're fine.
Okay.
Ooh, we're not fine.
Kills a dude, which means if I do survive, then we'll count number of models within 3. I think I've got 1 guy too far out of the way, so it's 4 and 4 at the moment. So Stranglehold isn't a thing yet. Okay, spending 2 points to get those Hive Guard to shoot again, and they're going to go at the guys up there. They need to kill them. Okay, get to re-roll those. Okay, so all hits so far, better than last time. Wounding on 2s. Oh, wow. I will spend 1 CP because this is ridiculous. So I've got no CP left. It's 3 at -2 on the guys on the battlements.
3 at -2.
Each one is D3 damage and I get to re-roll the damage. So how do you want to do it? Who are you taking it on first?
So it's -2, did you say?
Yep, so technically
+1.
it's not -1 because they do ignore terrain, Hive Guard specifically.
Okay, we'll have to do it on the Storm Shield then.
I mean, you don't have to, but yeah. 4 up on the Storm Shield.
Right. Where shall I go?
You go over there, yep.
It's fine.
Okay. He's
Not fine.
failed, yeah. And then he's fine. So only 1 guy, damage is 2. I'm going to keep it at 2, so then there's 1 guy dead.
Yeah.
At least I get Stronghold. Okay, so the end of the movement phase, this guy can move 9 inches, so I'll move him again. Okay, so Dan's just spent 1 CP to make his Space Wolves heroically intervene to the Swarm Lords. So the Swarm Lord moved over here and made a charge. And because of Space Wolves, they get to move 6 inches on a heroically intervene. So that Swarm Lord is probably going to be toast. Right, so the close combat over here was an absolute bloody mess. We'll just speed it up. But the Horror Specs did absolutely nothing. He just got wiped out. And the Swarm Lord managed to pink off a couple of wounds over here. And mortal wound and with a mortal wound on his 6s, on his sabres, wiped the guy out. and then the other attack does 3 damage onto that guy. It's pretty nasty. The wolves over here will go in a minute, but in the meantime we'll go with the barbed hero jewel. Still hitting on 2s, and they're going to go into the marines over there. So hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. Cool. Strength 10, so definitely wounding on 2s. Well, that's great. So that's 2 at -3, I believe.
Right, 6s. Ooh.
Okay, 2 marines dead. That is still better than I
Kill him.
thought for you. Okay, so that's all my charges. So over here done, over here done. Swarmy is done. So you now, obviously you interrupted with the marines over here for 2 points. So we're both CP naked, but you still have these guys, the trot pod, 2 marines, and 2 marines over here as well. So who do you want to go with next?
I'll go with the wolves, because then I'll pile in and get some more attacks.
Okay, so I will move my stuff.
One. That'll be 3 inches, so yeah.
And they can all attack there. Nice.
So 2 attacks each.
Mm-hmm.
So 10 attacks hitting on 3s.
That's pretty cool. So do they get the bonuses for charging +1? Well, I suppose they don't, they're not marines, are they?
They have.
So they're not Astartes, are they? No Astartes keyword.
They have.
They have got the Astartes keyword, so they're hitting on 2s effectively?
That's still a lot of ones.
That's crazy. For the wolves, they should be fairly, capable of attacking with their claws and stuff. It's not like it's a weapon, it's them, isn't it?
It is. Strength 4.
I am 7.
So 5s. 2 at -1.
Okay, so 3 up in bone, blade barrier. No, I saved both, so. Okay.
Alright. So we'll do the wolf guard against the flying hive.
Yeah. There is a hammer and there is a claw there, I believe.
Yeah, so just move him in a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do the hammer first. So I'll get. They are wolf guard.
And you were definitely charged.
And I was charged indeed. So the thunder hammer, he'll have 2 attack space +1 for shock assault, hitting on 3s because we're space wolves. They will hit. He'll be strength 8 then.
So 3's to wound.
1, 2, 3.
Nice. So I have a 4 up invuln only. I fail 1. I cannot re-roll that. So that's a flat 2 damage effectively.
Yes, because you're -1 to damage him.
I am. I have remembered. Oh, I nearly forgot something. Catalyst. That's why I have tokens down, people. I save 1, so I am down to 8 wounds for now. But then we got a claw in the face.
So he gets.
And he's your sergeant?
He is. He's my pack leader. He gets 3 attack base +1 for shock assault.
Oh, dare I say sergeant? It's pack leader. Do apologise.
He is hitting on 2s because we're space wolves.
Mm-hmm.
And then lightning claw is user, isn't it? So it'd be
5s, but you do get to re-roll. It's the beauty of a lightning claw. Nice.
2 -2.
So 4 up invuln again. Save 1.
1 damage.
So 5 up. I shrug it. No, I do not. I am down to 7 wounds. Okay. And then you've got a drop pod.
Alright.
Oh, those 2 guys. Obviously, I was being silly with a drop pod. Unless it repeatedly drops its doors down, it can't really smack that. So, over here.
So we've got the Grey Hunters.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do the Chainsword first because that gives him an extra attack. So 1 base, 1 for shock assault, 1 for the Chainsword.
Nice.
Hitting on 2s because we're space wolves.
All hit.
And then strength 4, toughness 8.
Yeah, so 6s. There is 1 there, and it is AP 1.
It is indeed.
Okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm destroying trees, but I'm okay.
So pack leader gets 2 attack base plus 1 for shock assault.
Mm-hmm.
Hitting on 3s because with space tools was that power fist.
Yeah.
And then
Only got
the
4s.
4s.
No. Okay. So a lot happened in this turn. So Dan, you shouldn't fail morale because only 3 dudes dead.
So I've still got the pack leader who is 8.
Mm-hmm.
Lost 3, so I only fell on a 6.
Okay.
Nope.
Same over here, I believe.
His pack leader, he's just great. He's leadership 7, lost 3, so a 5 or a 6 I fell.
No way!
No.
So 1 dude dead and then a 1. No, so 1 guy still left alive. So you have failed a morale. So for over moment, you did keep a unit within 6, which is nice. You definitely brought something down over here, which is bring it down, plus 1 for oath. 3 points at over moment is not bad. So we'll throw up the scores a second. Okay, end of the movement phase for turn 2. The wolves step back here. Yes, Dan will be losing over moment, but he will have 1 point for the mission specific anyway, so balances out pretty nicely, because I'm pretty sure these guys want to murderify him. The Lightning Claw guys have dropped back. Dan has spent a CP to make it as if those guys are in the Soul Doctrine, because they want to mess those warriors up. That Land Raider has moved up, getting pretty close. The Redemptor is picking his targets, and that guy is still engaged. Because those 2 dudes have dropped back to allow the Hive Tyrant to get shot in the back. So Psychic phase.
Yes, we are going to cast Instinct Awoken on the lone Thunderwolf over there. I need a 6. Let's go. It goes off on a 7.
Which is fine because of the -1. It does go off. I'm going to try to stop it anyway because I've got plenty around to try stopping you. So technically you got 6. I do not stop you, sir.
Lovely, I got worried then. And then I am going to cast Tempest Wrath.
Okay.
On...
That's the -1.
That's the -1 to hit. On your warriors. No, because Overwatch, it doesn't work for Overwatch anyway, does it?
No.
I'm going to actually cast it on 24 inches. I don't need line of sight. I'm just out there.
Not with the Exocrine though.
But I'm gonna try and cast it on the Exocrine.
Okay.
It does not go off.
Okay.
So that's my psychic shenanigans.
Shooting phase. What have you got planned?
I'm going to start with the Redemptor.
Oh, I thought so somehow.
So Redemptor is going to fire everything into your flying Hive Tyrant.
Okay.
So we'll start with the Macroplasma. We are going to supercharge it.
You crazy muffin.
For D6 shots.
Oh, sorry. That's alright.
3 shots.
Okay.
It's not too bad. You're no longer at -1.
I'm not.
So it's 3s to hit.
Okay.
And then it's strength 9, but would be strength 8 because of your minus.
I'm not anymore.
Oh, you're not?
No, I'm back to 7, so he still 3's the wound anyway. So. Which it does.
-4.
So I only have a 4-up save. Only. Still very good. I do fail it.
4 damage? 3 damage, sorry.
3 damage. Is that reduced because of my Crusher Stampede?
That is not, so 2 damage.
So 2 damage. And I'm going to use Catalyst, obviously. I do not stop that at all. So I'm down to 5. So far. And there's loads more shots to come.
3, 6.
Remove the dead dice.
So 8 from the onslaught Gatling cannon. Hitting on 3s. 1, 2, 3 miss. So it's strength It's strength 5.
Yep, I'm
So
7, so 5.
1, 2 at -1.
Okay, 4 up invuln. Make 1, fail 1, catalyst. Still fails 1. Okay, down to 4. It's definitely possible.
The Storm Bolters, rapid fire range, hitting on 3s. That one is cocked, so I roll that. That one
Is also cocked. Okay.
Right, so 1, only 2, 3.
So second turn, obviously, it's Dan's bolters of an extra AP.
Only 1 hit, 1 wound.
Okay. I'm okay.
We've done the Incinerator, we've done the Onslaught, we've done the Storm Bolter, so the Icarus Rocket Pod for D3 shots. 2. Hitting on 3s. And then it is strength. Did we say 7?
I think a wounding. Oh, is it 7? Is it? I thought it was 6.
No, 7. So
Nice.
it goes to 6.
4. No, it doesn't. No, it's still
No,
4.
it doesn't.
Not anymore. I got no CP. I got no cool jank left. It doesn't do anything now. Okay.
Right.
Okay, so intercessors. 10 shots. I'm going to go into the flying hive tyrant.
3s.
Rapid fire because they kept still.
And then 5s.
Could do it.
1, 2, 3, 4, and it'd be -2 this time because.
Nice. So still 4 up invulnerable. I can't reduce these at all. Okay, fail 2. And 5s and 6s. Okay, I would say that's definitely not a cocked dice. Not. Oh, it is a cocked dice. Okay, take a wound.
Okay.
Down to
Doesn't
3.
help my conundrum.
Doesn't help really. I don't know. It's pretty good. It's down to 3 now. So Dan can't decide what he wants to do with his land raider.
We're going to come over to Arjak. Arjak is going to throw his hammer at the Swarm Lord. It is 1 shot. It is an assault. I'm just going to check. I'm sure it's an assault.
An assault hammer.
It's a magic hammer. Yeah, so 1 shot hitting on 2s.
It's a hit. It's a hit.
It is strength 10.
Yeah. So 3s.
Ooh.
Does he get +1 or anything because it's a monster? No, he gets like.
No, extra damage.
Ah.
And then rerolls in combat.
Okay.
No. It's not a 1. And he's not cool. Right. But that's okay, because Bjorn is there.
That's never been a sentence, right? That's okay because Bjorn is there.
Bjorn is going to. We're not going to be greedy here, we just want that Swarm Lord gone. So Bjorn is going to fire the Melters and the Flamer into the Swarm Lord.
Okay.
We'll do the Flamers first, so it's D6 shots. It's 1 shot. It is strength 5, so wounding on 5s. Nope. We're going to get rid of that dice. And then
I'll just use another dice. We're getting rid of it, people. I'm going to burn it.
the Multi-Melter, so 2 shots, hitting on 2s. They both hit.
Nice. Wounding on 3s. Yay.
That's 2.
2, yep.
Yeah.
So there'd be 4 invulnerable for me. I've got no rerolls, so this should toast the guy. Yeah, definitely 2 fails, mate.
And you're within 12 inches, so it's D6 plus 2.
Wow. So the first one. Okay,
Oh,
this
yeah, I
doesn't
should have
matter.
done it separately.
8. Well, technically 7,
Yep.
which kills me.
That was me.
So it doesn't matter. So he is gone. So Dan never likes splitting fire, so he's going to put everything into that guy, which, I mean, on paper, last cannons, I mean, me and Dan always try to make last cannons work. We believe in them, that Melter is the way to go, but...
So,
okay.
4 lance cannons or the 2 twin links.
It's going to do it. It's going to do it.
3s.
See, last cannons are strong. Make last cannons great again.
This is where I should have split fired.
Wounding on 3s.
Oh!
Okay, that's all you need, though. It's all you need. I have a 4 up invone, and then, you know, it's big damage, right? Okay, maybe not. Okay, we still got your bolters. He's only got 3 wounds left.
Right, this is why you never split fire. So,
And a melter, isn't it?
Melters.
Yeah.
3s.
Okay.
And then 3s.
There it is. 4 up invone. I fail.
Right. So be 8 goes down to 7.
Yes, you're within 12, aren't you?
I'm within. Ooh, let me check. I should be within 12. Yes, he is within 12.
So it's 7. So 7 catalyst saves. What could possibly go wrong? 5, 6, 7. Okay, I take more than 3 damage. He's gone. He's gone. Okay, Librarian into the Warriors. What are you shooting with?
Bolt pistol, so 1 shot.
Mm-hmm.
Hitting on 3s. Hits. Strength 4, so 5s.
No, they are 4s.
Are they 4? Oh.
Yeah.
So still miss. And then the Storm Bolter into the drop pod. Into.
Yep. I know what you meant. Drop pod into. Words, wrong order. Okay.
2.
Okay. And then 6s.
No.
Alright. This is it. This is going to be the big one. This is going to be charges. So my predictions are they're minced, and this guy is going to do some work. I'm not sure he's going to kill the lot, but he's going to do some work.
Yeah, we're going to go.
I can't interrupt, and I can't overwatch.
You can't overwatch.
No.
Ah, yes. So I'm not going to worry about what order I do this in. The Wolf Guards with jump packs into the Warriors.
Mm-hmm. All day long. It's always the way. You're an inch out, you roll 11 inches, don't you?
We're going to go. Because I don't want to go into the.
This is the one where you need the big charge, isn't it? Or are you
Yeah.
going to go with the big guy? I don't know.
Actually, 11 minus 2. I could get the other side. And that gives me movement. We're going to come.
All the way around them, so next time after you murder them you can move 12 later on in the game. So he said if Dan gets on the balcony there he's definitely within an inch, so he's charging.
For a 4.
So yeah, he's
On it. And then the Thunderwolf is going to go into the Warriors just because he's got the axe, not the Thunderhammer.
Yeah.
For an 8.
Oh, I would say he's in, sir. I would say he's in. We're going to go with the Librarian first.
So 4 attack base, 1 in for Shock Assault, hitting on 2s because we're Space Wolves. So that's 4. His 4 sword gives him +1 strength, so it's 5, so 3s to wound.
Correct, yeah.
That is 3 at -3.
Ooh, very nice. I have 5 up invulnerables. I fail all of them. How much damage each?
D3 damage each.
Okay, one.
So,
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
One at a time, yeah.
First one, 2.
2, so still alive. He's got 3 wounds apiece. The next one
No,
will
you got
kill
1
him.
on 1 wound.
Oh, no, so I do apologise. There is 1 on 1 wound. Dan is right. Whoop. Okay, that's 1 dead so far.
Next one.
Yep.
For 2.
Okay, so, and then the last
And the next
one, you
one.
can't get less than it. Yep, so. Coherency now is going to be a bit of an issue. So I think because I really want to keep him alive because it's a nice weapon, but if I kill him, I think that's more than 2 inches, so I'm going to have to take this guy out. Okay. Which is good news for you, sir.
Indeed, so the Wolf Guard, they've all got lightning claws.
Yeah.
No, they haven't. I'm going to have to do the Pat Lead step because this is a frost weapon.
Oh, yeah.
So, the Wolf Guard get 2 attack base, +1 for Shock Assault, +1 for lightning claws.
Hitting on 2s. This should murderfy them.
It's just 1, it doesn't matter if they've got a pair, does it anymore? Because they used to get 2 attacks, but now they just get...
Oh, yeah, additional attack for a lightning claw, yeah.
Yeah, but what I mean is because they've got a pair of lightning claws, so do they get 2 additional attacks? Each time a bear fight makes 1 additional attack with this weapon, each time an attack is made with this weapon, you can reroll the wound. It doesn't specify pairs anymore. So, hitting on 2s, because we are Space Wolves, they are in the Assault Doctrine because of the bestial nature.
So 6s are great. Okay,
Not a 6.
but still good.
Still
Very good. Wounding on 4s, but re-rolling all.
1, 2, 3. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'd be -3.
I'll be using the 5 up invulnerables. No, not so good. So 1 damage apiece.
1 damage each.
So that kills a dude and wounds a dude. So what I'm going to do is kill a dude. So Dan's guy there is classed as OBSEC because of his ability, so I might as well remove him from here. Keeping the heavy weapon because I'm not getting that objective anyway. Okay, so the frost weapon on this unit is still going to keep on attacking, so I've got one model there with 1 wound, and Dan is going to mess them up.
So, 2s. Misses, still no 6s. And then this is +1 strength, so it'll be 3s to wound.
Nice, there you go.
Wound.
So 4 invulnerables, would be nice. Haven't been making too many of these. That's probably because Tom's not around. I only seem to make them when Tom's around.
2 damage apiece.
2 damage apiece. Kills a guy and kills. That's a unit wiped, sir. That is a unit wiped. That's a nice upgrade.
I guess I usually forget that as well.
Cool.
Cool. So then it's just the Thunderwolf.
You say just, he's going to do some work himself, I think.
So, pack leader, so he gets his 3 attacks, plus 1 for shock assault.
Yeah.
Hitting on 2.
But looking for 6s as well.
No.
Still no 6s.
And then 3s. They're the 6s.
That's about right. I'll use my 5-up invuns if I can find any. I found 1. How much damage? 2 damage, isn't it?
2 damage.
So 1 guy left on 1 wound so far.
And then the crushing teeth and claws. Hitting on 2s.
There's the
There's
6s.
the 6. So all hit plus 1 additional, and then wounding on 3s because it's strength 5. 2.
So 2 more invulnerables because I imagine the AP is strong. Make 1, so that's enough to kill a dude. Okay. Okay, your time to shine. So 2 attacks going to the Marine, 2 going into the drop pod. So still hitting on 2s. So into the Marine, rerolling 1s, thank God. Okay, and then wounding on 2s. Do you remember when I was attacking your Marine? No, I think it was Dave at the club. And there's 1 Marine, and he survived 3 rounds of combat with a Horrible. So that is -3, and it is D3 plus loss.
Right. 6. No.
He's dead, but the drop pod hits. Wounding on 3s. I can't re-roll these. I think that is probably legit. I don't think that's a cocked dice on your base, so.
Yeah, no, that's...
I think it's legit. No, there's a cocked dice. I don't know how I even did that. Still a fail, so only 1 and -3.
1 at -3. Just need to check if it's 4 up at the save or 3 up. I feel it's 4.
I don't know, I would say 3 up because it's Space Marine armor.
6s.
Nope.
No.
So it's D3 plus 3. Sorry, D3 plus flat freeze. I said, yeah, totally. So it's 5 wounds on that drop pod. Not enough for me to kill it and consolidate into
Yeah, it's got 3 wounds left.
that thing. So you got nothing else left, have you? So just these guys. So these guys, lots and lots of attacks, hitting on 3s, but wounding on 5s, and there's no AP. So Dan needs to get a load of 1s. Would be nice. Okay, get to reroll 1s. That's a cocked dice. That'll teach me for being honest. And then wounding on 5s. Wounding on 5s. Okay, not great. Not great. There is 4 saves, sir. Any 1s will kill you. 4 dice.
No CP.
No CP. Comes down to this.
Oh,
There's a 1!
There's a 1.
He is gone. Okay. And I think they're probably going to stay put. Okay, so beginning of my turn too. There's not a lot left to be fair, and I know full well that Dan's going to bring Eradicators in next turn. So I only score, because I didn't kill that drop pod to move over there, I only score 1 objective so far, so that is only 4 points. End of my movement turn, movement phase even. These guys advanced up, so they're over the line, so for engage, and if they kill some of those, brilliant, if not, moved up over here, can't get any closer because you can't be within 1 inch. Obviously staying still over there. So, the buffs have gone down. Next is the psychic phase. So I could start smiting, but I really want those 3 victory points. So I'm going to start with Psychic Interrogation. You're definitely within 24 inches of me. I need a 3 or more. Do I want to roll that? I mean, it's gone off, but you're going to try and deny, aren't you? To stop me.
Yeah, that feels like a need. Yeah, I think with that result, I probably deny.
Yeah, I'm going to re-roll that, which is risky, but I'm hoping for something higher than 4. So when I fail completely, that is higher than 4. So technically I get +1 to this, that is 9. Oh, no CP left though.
Yeah, no, I'll not deny that.
No, I can't do any more psychic powers, you sure?
You can't do any more?
No, because it's a psychic action.
Oh, in that case, I will.
I thought you might somehow, so you need a 10 or more.
8.
It was close.
I've got +1 to deny because of my psychic head, so 9.
You needed 10.
You've got...
I've got +1 because that's his special thing.
Hmm.
It's good. It's good. It does shot down my psychic powers because I could do some really cool stuff, but obviously I can't at the moment. But it's worth 3 points. So hey ho, hey ho. That's all my psychic done. Next I'll go to the shooting phase. So the only thing he can do is shoot the drop pod. So I am going to try 12 shots into that thing. Right, so I'm hitting on 4s because -1 to hit, being heavy weapons and all. Not the best, but not the worst. Not the worst. Oh, that's not. Oh, that's the border dice. I nearly stole the border dice. Alright, and then wounding on. Is it toughness 8?
Toughness
7. Toughness 6, oh, even better. Freeze. Okay, so that is only -2, but 4 of them.
So 5s.
Does it blow?
No.
Does not blow. Guys can only see the wolves. So, number of shots from the heavy. 2. So they advanced, so with the assault weapons, they are hitting on 5s into those poor little wolves. Okay, okay, only 5s. And then this is strength 5 versus their...
Toughness 4.
So 3s. Okay, so 2 at AP -1, sir. Unless you want to take them on the cover?
Yeah, we'll go on the cover ones because otherwise they won't get a save. So 6s. Nope.
And it's only 2 damage in total.
That'll be 2 dead.
You got 1 wound each.
Only got 1 wound.
No! I feel bad for killing wolves now, man. So you should. The prime is going to shoot those guys. So that's 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. And it's 1 at -1, but you are in cover in the woods.
So how much damage?
Only 1.
No one. We'll do it on the lightning club guy at the back then.
Okay.
So, series.
Right, takes 1 wound only. Right, okay. The Hive Guard. I'm going to shoot them because they ignore the cover. So only 4 shots. Hitting 3s, re-roll. Okay, and then wounding on 2s. That's pretty bad. That's 2 at -2. You don't get cover from the Hive Guard.
2 at -2. 2 damage each, isn't it?
Oh, it's D3 each. So
D3.
I could totally whiff it.
Okay. So the first guy then, -2, so 5s. Nope.
Whatever happens, he's going to be dead because he's only got 1 wound left. And then the next guy, who are you going to take next?
Not the Storm Shield guy. So 5s. Nope.
Could kill him. Only 1 damage.
I'll take him and we'll leave that one.
Exocrine is going to shoot the Phobos. Any minuses to hit him? Not on the building, is it?
No.
He's got cover though. Hitting on 2s. I would say that's probably a cock dice. Yeah, it's a cock dice. Yep. And wounding on 3s. Okay, so that is 3 and -3, but you're on cover, so -2.
And then I get an extra because my camera
you do, damn.
So the 4s.
Okay, so 3 of.
Fail 1.
2 damage, sir. How many wounds has he got in total?
I want to say 5 because I feel like that's the generic one for Space Wolves, but it could be 4.
Okay.
No, 5, so he's got 3 left.
Okay, and I'm going to shoot him again and hope for the best. Was it better to hit those guys? I don't think I'm likely to kill him in close combat because I am hitting on 4s with that guy. Don't trust me hitting on 4s. So shooting him again. Looking good. And wounding it on 3s. Okay, that's better this time. 5.
5. Right, 4s. Yeah, it's 4s, isn't it? What is it?
It's -3.
-3. Cover takes it to -2. Camera takes it, yeah, so 4. So that's 2 go through.
Okay, so that's 2 damage each. That's
him
4.
Dead. No CP. He is gone.
Nice, 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 nice. So I'm going to try some charges now. So I'm on that. And you're only classed as 1 model there, aren't you? Whereas I'm classed as how many wounds I've got left. So it's probably best not to charge those guys. I'm going to try the 9-inch charge over here for those two, because I wouldn't mind being on that objective for next turn. So I can't re-roll this, I've spent my CP. It's not a 9-inch charge. It's a 6. Am I likely to kill those guys? What's the chances? Yeah, I will go for it. So the Mana Scepter, Thrope even, is going to charge first. Thropey, well in. And the Scepter, I'm hoping weight of dice might take them out. Dan cannot interrupt, so it doesn't matter which one I do first. I wasn't sure if you're allowed to not shoot in close combat. I think you are, so I probably shouldn't have shot him, the drop pod, and then just attacked in close combat, and then gone over to there. That's a tactical error on my behalf. So for those people screaming at the camera, I could have got stranglehold if I just shimmied up a little bit, but hey ho, that's my own fault. So 4 attacks from the Mana Scepter, going into here. I do get to re-roll 1s, but I am looking for 4s. That's 3. And this guy is a big old strength 7, so 3s, only 2. And it is AP -3.
Honestly, so the first guy for 6. Nope.
So we'll kill him, whatever happens.
And then the second guy is 4 up involved. He's fine.
He makes it! So he's still engagement range of the Mana Thrope. So yeah, totally messed up there with a bit of a technical issue. As in my brain's a technical issue, not the camera. I just want to kill stuff all the time. So this guy is hitting on 4s also, it's not great. And he is wounding on 3s, but he does get to reroll. Because it's some kind of venom thing. So that is 2 at -1, sir. 2 damage.
Right, so freeze.
Is that a cocked dice? Too much gravel around. Who put the gravel there, man?
Yeah.
Just glue it. Just glue that dice. He makes it anyway, I would say. Yep, he's still alive. Okay. So that's the only close combat. Who do you want to attack with, that guy?
Yeah, so that guy. He is a pack leader, so he gets 3 attacks base, 1 for shock assault, 1 for the lightning claw. Hitting on 2s because we were charged.
Which one are you going to attack with?
That's the Mana Thrope is strength.
So 4 up save, toughness 7, 5 up save, toughness 5, less wounds, and has a venom thing at the end. So if you die, sorry, if you're still engaged, there's a chance you could die from mortal wounds.
Yeah, we're going into him.
Okay.
Okay. Hitting on 2s.
Damn, man.
I'll reroll that one. So it's 3. So it's wounding on 4s, re-rolling
all of them.
So
get to reroll, get to reroll. There's two of them.
Two.
2 5-ups. Cock dice. I make one, fail one. So
2 damage. Frost weapon.
yes, it is. Yes, it is. So he is down to 8 wounds, and because you're still alive, on a 4-up, you take D3 mortal wounds. No mortal wounds for you. You're still engaged, sir. Still engaged. Okay, so I am down to 7 wounds. Okay, so Bjorn has moved up here at the beginning of turn 3. Arjax moved up there. The Dreadnought's gone up on a rampage. Land Raider's going over here. Because you think Land Raider's crazy? Why would you get that close to that dude? Because that's right, Eradicators. Dan nearly forgot, but it's okay. I've reminded him. We all make mistakes. I mean, I made a complete mistake there, but it's not like I forgot something. I chose to do something wrong, and there's a difference. Right, what would you like to do first?
We're going to start with the Eradicators, because they're going to
Mess that guy up something
Hopefully.
fierce. I've got no CP.
So,
Dan's going to fire all 12 shots into that guy. Okay.
6.
Oh yeah, 6. 12? Where did I get 12 from? That would be amazing.
I got excited then. Alright, 6 shots. Hitting on 3s.
Okay.
Miss 2.
Okay. Okay, he's got this. Still +2 to this on the damage. Wounding on 4s.
I don't want to roll.
Then don't.
2.
Okay.
Do I want to
Okay.
CP? No, 2. 2.
Fail 1. How much damage?
5.
5. Down to 4. But still, I've got last cannons in the face to come. But then we have some last cannon shots.
So, yep, last cannons, and we're going to fire everything into him.
I thought so somehow.
So, hitting on 3s.
Okay. Okay. Wounding on 3s.
That's 2.
Mm-hmm. Make one again.
Right.
Damage is big of D6.
5.
So it's 4. So I'm left on 10. But you still got a melter and stuff to go.
Does he bracket?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
So, the melter, 2 shots, 3s.
That's 1. Wounding on 4s.
That, I think I will spend my CP on.
Do I still down CP? I'm not stealing it, but do I gain a CP out of it? No, I don't. Which is a shame. I really could do with that.
4s.
No.
Then the heavy bolter for 6 shots. 3s. So I just missed that 2. And then strength 5, so 5s. Nada.
Okay.
So we're going to go to Arjac next.
Throwing hammer.
Throwing his hammer at this lovely beastie. Hitting on 2s. Hits. So it'll be strength 10.
I'm 7, so 3s.
It wounds.
Nice. 4 invuln. I make it. So far I make it.
Bjorn is going to split fire.
Okay.
Because we're going to do the heavy flamer into the warriors.
Mm-hmm.
And the multi-melter into the...
Maliceptor.
So do the multi-melter first, hitting on 2s. So they both hit.
Mm-hmm.
You said toughness 7. So
Yeah.
3s.
This is good.
1.
4 invuln. No. What's the damage? Is he within 12?
It's 5 damage. I don't think he's within
So
12.
it's 4 damage, taking him back down to 8.
Yeah. Oh no, he might be in 12.
Flamer!
Right, so the heavy flamer, d6 shots. 3 shots.
Not that he needs it, because he's just going to murder them in a minute.
Strength 5, so wounding on 3s.
Yeah.
Not a single one.
Okay.
But
Okay. He doesn't
he's
want to
gonna
kill him
go-
at range. It's cowardly. He wants to get in close. That's what that's all about.
We're going to do The intercessors,
Mm-hmm.
bolt rifles into that guy.
Okay, I forgot about the -1 when you shot me earlier on, but hey ho. So -1.
2, 4, 6.
Those guys.
So 10 shots because of rapid fire.
Mm-hmm.
Hitting on 4s.
Yep.
2. And then wounding on
5.
5s. Just 1. AP -1.
That'll do it. No, it won't, but it's good try.
We are then going to split fire again.
Oh, here comes Splitfire.
Plasma incinerator
Mm-hmm.
into him.
Right.
The onslaught Gatling cannon into him. No, we're not. We're going to fire everything into him.
Okay.
We're going to fire everything into him.
Okay, he's committed, people. He's committed.
He's toughness 8.
Yep.
So we're going to supercharge
Sure.
the plasma
I mean,
incinerator.
you can't destroy yourself anyway, so it's all good.
So D6 shots for 3. Hitting on 3s. That's 2, no 1s. So it'd be strength 9, so wounding on 3s. Just 1.
I fail.
And that is,
D6, I believe?
I think it's, no, I think it's a flat 3.
Oh, yes, you did say previously, didn't you? So back down to 8 wounds. Biggest -1. Crush a Stampede.
Right. So the onslaught Gatling cannon, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shots into him.
Mm-hmm.
3s. So just 2 miss. Strength 5, toughness 8, so 5s. Just 1.
Okay.
-1.
No, take a wound. Down to 7.
Right. The storm bolters, 2, 4, 6, 8. So 3s. That's a 3 there. And then this is 6s. Just 1. No AP.
Okay. It's alright. That fist is going to mess that guy up. So
Wolfguard's bolt pistol.
Mm-hmm.
3s. And then a 6. Sorry, I'm trying to roll over there.
Okay.
I think everything who can. Oh no, I didn't do the Icarus rocket pods.
Yes,
I do
sure.
apologise. So
Yep, yep,
D 3 shots for 2. So it's 3s. And then strength 7, so 5s. No.
Okay.
That is all the shooting.
And then your favourite turn, your favourite phase.
Yeah, we are in the assault doctrine, so everything gets -1 for melee and pistols, and 6s will explode. I'm going to do the Redemptor in...
No way!
Big roll. 7.
Yep, even the difficult terrain, not a problem.
Let's put that there. Arjack is going to go into him as well.
Sure.
For 7. I believe that should get him in. Yeah, we're going to go in. Yeah, so he's also in the centre.
Mm-hmm.
Bjorn is going to charge the warriors.
Yeah, boy.
For
Nice.
9.
Oh, you've got to be in there.
Yeah, we're going to go right. Ooh.
Destroying parts of him on the way in.
He doesn't need it. We're in combat now.
That's where he needs to be.
He's got 7 wounds. I'm going to fight first. Does he have like acid blood or like?
No.
I'm gonna charge with a wolf guard.
Okay. Gah! Think
that
is
gets
it?
me within half.
Yeah, sure.
Then and call me crazy.
Crazy.
I'm gonna charge the eradicators into them.
Sure, alright. Yeah, right. They're in.
It was meant to be.
Mm-hmm. I can't interrupt, so number of attacks should take him out.
So, we're gonna start with Bjorn because I like doing Bjorns. So, he gets 5 attack space
Mm-hmm.
plus 1 for shock assault. He is hitting on 2s.
The only chances I have is to roll my invulnerable saves, and that's it.
So, 2 1s. But we hit with 4, no explosive dice there. He is strength.
Crazy, so 2s to wound. Because I'm only toughness 4, I think he's like 16 or something stupid.
Plus 5 to strength 12, yeah, so
Okay.
2s.
Okay.
That is 4.
I'll use my 4 invulnerable saves. Because you could wipe the whole unit out. Is it more than 3 damage each?
D6.
Yeah, so you could wipe the whole unit out. Well, I didn't make a single one, as predicted, so...
Alright, so the first damage roll.
It's 3, that's 1. Okay.
For 5.
That's another one. Keep going.
3.
That's another one.
This will be where I roll a 1
No,
or 2.
you won't, you got this.
For 2.
Okay, 1 guy left on 1 wound. Still very, very good.
Jack, 4 attack space, 1 for
That guy
shock
there.
assault. You are a monster.
I
so
am.
He gets +1 to his damage. He doesn't count as a character though, does he?
No.
No, so I don't get any rerolls on this.
You didn't need to call me a monster, mate, but still.
So hitting on 2s. We hit all and we get plus.
Additional.
So his strength is 10.
I'm so definitely winning on 3s.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This should kill me. 4 invulnerables. I fail 3. What's damage each?
4 damage each.
So it's 3 damage each. 3, 6, 9 kills me. And nothing happens when I die. That is it. There's not a lot going to be happening in my turn, I do think.
Right. So let's do the Wolf Guard first. We'll do the pack leader because he gets. Yeah, let's do the pack leader. So he gets 3 attack space. There's 1 for shock assault, 1 for the lightning claw. I'll move those so I don't get confused. Hitting on.
So, my last turn off camera, I did say to Dan that he's definitely broken the back of my army, and I really feel it now. There's not much I can do in turn 4.
So hitting on 2s.
Yep.
Thankfully we're hitting on 2s. Get an additional 1 for that 6. I'm only strength 4, so it will be 6s.
There's a 6. What's the AP on this?
It will be -2 because we're in the assault doctrine.
Okay. I'm okay so far.
Right, so the Thunderhammer.
This is the one I'm worried about.
2 attacks plus 1 for shock assault, hitting on 3 because we're Space Wolves. That's 3.
And an additional.
4s. No.
Okay.
Right, the Eradicators.
Eradicators.
I don't think I've actually used them in combat before. They have got. So, pack leader gets 3 attacks plus 1 for shock assault. Everyone else gets 2 plus 1 for shock assault. So that will be 10. Hitting on 2s because we are Space Wolves.
Okay.
That's a miss.
Some 6s.
1, 2, 3 additional.
Okay.
And then we are strength
4, I think.
Yeah, so 6s. That's 1,
2.
2.
Okay. I'm good. 2 6s.
That's worrying.
I don't know. So my options are I could eat the kill those 2 guys. Brilliant. But then the next turn, shooting those it's not going to be very good. Whatever happens, I won't be able to get onto that objective because you've got me on both sides. So I am going to put. Okay. Rerolling 1s. Okay. Wounding on 3s, not 2s. This is the gamble. Oh, there it is. -3, and it's D3 plus 3 damage.
So it'd be 6s then.
This is where you roll hot.
No, furthermore.
They are dead. So eradicators are no more. There's certainly no morale because these guys are their own synapse creature. He's going to attack back into Bjorn while crying, if Nids can cry. Hitting on 3s. And strength 4, 8 to 6s. If that's the case, it's 1 and 1 only.
Alright, 3s. He's fine.
Of course he is. Bjorn. Wicked. So Dan's very, 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 very good turn. Don't think I can make a comeback from this. Let's see what happens at the beginning of my turn 3. So yeah, he's only hitting on 2s when I give him the +1. He doesn't have the +1 on him, so only one guy is dead. Nearly cheated there. Good job of being honest. So that guy moved up, and that was about it. He flew over the top there. That's all my movement. Very limited turn 3. That guy is going to pop 3 shots into that lone marine over there. Probably not going to do a lot, but let's give it a go. Definitely not going to do a lot, not with 3 1s. So the Hive Guard is going to shoot Arjax. Are you usually within 3, so I can't shoot him, can I? Because look out, sir. I do worry about the Land Raider. So toughness, that guy is 7.
The Redemptor, yeah.
Alright, so not on the other side of the woods. So I am going to shoot my 4 shots, the Redemptor, with my Hive Guard. Re-rolling, thankfully. Hive Guard has not performed well today. So 3s. Oh, that's only 1 at -2 on your Dreadnought. I know whatever damage I roll, you'll reduce as well. So
5s. Nope, that goes through.
So big old 1 damage. Amazing. Possibly should have shot him, but I can't. I don't think because of look out, sir. He's definitely within 3 there. This guy is going to have 6 shots and 6 shots splitting. So the first 6 are going to go into the Wolf Guard, is it?
Yep.
Okay, that's not fantastic. That's 3. Wounding on 2s. I might as well spend the AP. Sorry, CP. That is 3 minus 2 damage apiece.
3 minus 2, 2 damage. So we'll do first one on the Storm Shield.
Okay.
So 4s.
Makes it.
Storm Shield again. He's fine.
Of course.
Storm Shield.
He's dead.
No. Ooh, no, not got any CP.
And then the others I did say was going to go into... Okay. Only 1 at -2.
Right. 5s.
Of course.
I think that might be... Yeah, so... 5s. No.
That's only 2 damage, so he's still alive over there. So, against probably my better judgment, I'm going to put the first 6 shots into the Land Raider from the Exocrine. So the Exocrine is hitting on 3s, but is only wounding on 5s, which is a big deal. Because if I shoot the Dreadnought, it's got Duty Eternal, which reduces the damage, so it's... So it's 3 minus 3 on the Land Raider.
5s. Oh. Where are those?
Okay, so it's 4 damage so far. So I'm trying to knock him down a few brackets, is what I'm trying to do.
That does bracket him.
Okay. I guess I'm going to try the same with Dreadnought, see if I can bracket him. Okay, so not too bad, but remember, Duty Eternal. Okay, that's actually 4 at -3.
So 6s. 3 go through.
So only 3 damage. Does that bracket him?
3, 10, 8, no.
Damn. Okay. I guess I will go into charge phases. Phases. Not going to charge over here because I'm hoping over here, if I do survive, I'll move over and get Stranglehold. It's my only chance, people. So I'm not going to have any charges. Dan, where would you like to attack first? So
We'll do
1, 2, and 3. I'm clutching at straws here, people. I've made some mistakes in this game, not going to lie.
We're going to do the Wolf Guard. Wolf Guard, yeah.
Makes sense.
He gets 3 attacks. He doesn't get Shock Assault.
Nope.
But he does get 1 for the Lightning Claw. So he's hitting on 3s now.
Still exploding then on 6s.
It's 2 hits. Strength 4, so 6s. 1 minus 2.
I fail.
It's 1 damage.
Okay, so I'm going to smack back with the same dude. So I've got 6 somewhere on the dice. I did see the 6 for a second before I got clumsy. There we go. So I am going to put 3 attacks into those guys and 1 attack into there. So I'll do the 1 attack first. Nope, fail. And the 3 attacks. My dice have not been mega good. I need Tom around because Tom really hates when I play against him. I roll exceptionally well.
Oh.
Get to reroll 1s, but only 2. Wounding on 3s. 1 minus 3.
6s. Nope.
He's mega dead because it's D3 plus 3, so not fantastic. I really need to get over there and I can't do it. Too short-legged. Alright, and then you've got the Eradicator or Bjorn.
Bjorn.
I'm going to remove him because I don't think, unless you roll all 1s.
We'll give it a go.
Okay.
So 5 attacks, 2s, plus 3 additional ones.
And then wounding on 2s.
Yeah.
6.
6.
So 6, 5 up invulnerables. Not even close. He's removed. And then you've got the Eradicator.
Alright, he's pack leader, so he gets 3 attacks. Hitting on 3s. I think that one.
No, that's definitely good.
You sure?
Yeah.
And then it D6s.
There's a 6.
1.
There's a 6. I'm good. Okay, so yeah, end of my turn. I didn't get enough. So I need to kill those guys to get Stranglehold. I can't do any more Psychic. I cannot engage. I'm really lacking now. It's turn 4. We'll come back with the scores. The Crusher list has moved up. So the Space Wolves have fallen back here. Do not care for Oath. There's a bit of rejiggle over here, so that guy's going down for sure. And Dreadnoughts are on the prowl. Who's going first?
We're going to go with the Land Raider first.
Okay.
So, last cannons hitting on... he's my bracketed, so he's hitting on 4s.
Okay. And who's he shooting?
Oh, sorry, yeah, he's shooting the big guy.
I thought so. I should have guessed.
Oh. So hitting on...
And then wound on 3s.
That's 2.
There it is. There it is. This will kill me. Fail 1. How much damage though?
3.
2 damage. Excellent. So there is a 4 on this dice somewhere. Assuming everything's going into him.
Everything is going
melters.
into melters. 4s. So 1. And then it's 4s again. No, but I'm not going to reroll. Then the twin heavy bolter, 3s, 5, 4s. Oh, lovely. And then 5s. 2.
Okay. I'm okay so far.
The Redemptor then is going to put everything into it because you do not split fire.
Okay.
We're going to supercharge the macroplasma.
Mm-hmm.
So D6 shots. So 4 shots. Hitting on 3s. No 1s though. And then wounding on 3s. It wounds.
Most certainly does. That's 3 damage down to 2. Left on 2 wounds so far.
3, 6. So the Onslaught Gatling Cannon.
Mm-hmm.
At 3s.
I think weighted dice should do this. There's only 1 wound each, but 1 damage each, but it should do it.
Should. Strength 5, so 5s. That's 1.
There we
Oh,
go.
that's a lot, that's 5.
AP 1?
What?
I failed 1. But we've still got the nipple guns. Okay.
Right.
Stormbolters. They got this.
3s.
Okay.
And then 6s.
One.
Just the 1. No AP.
Okay. A 1 will do me in. Okay.
The Icarus Rocket Pod for D3 shots. So 2. Hitting on 3s. 1 hit. Strength 7, so 5s.
Here it is. It's down to this. Should kill this thing. No, I'm okay.
No.
I'm okay. Okay. Got 1 wound left.
I don't think I've got to shoot at him. Arjax into him.
The throwing hammer. Yep. -1 to hit.
So hitting on 3s. No.
Okay.
No.
You'll get him in close combat. You'll get him in close combat.
The bolt rifles remain stationary into him.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 6.
10 shots hitting at 4s.
So it's just 4.
And then wounding on 5s. Toughness 5.
That's 3.
Wow.
-1.
I take 2 damage. I should get totaled by Arjax. Now, that guy,
Yawn.
I think he was going to shoot him, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
It's a bit overkill, but it's the only target you can see, isn't it?
Right. So, hitting on 2s. A bit of hit.
I am only toughness 5.
So, when you're on 3s. 1.
There's an orc plane nearby by the sound of it. Okay, 5 up invuln. Yay! I actually made them.
That's okay.
Because I'm about to get charged by a dreadnought.
So, Arjac is going to charge the Malanthrope. Yes, he is. The Wolf Guard will charge him. Oh, these are too big. I'm now worried I've wasted the big rolls. The Redemptor.
So going into...
See, that is...
You're on difficult terrain there.
I don't think I can do it.
You can charge that guy and mess him up.
Could, but... Yeah, we're going to charge...
Or not charge at all.
We're going to charge the Prime. Now, I put those dice down. That was really rolling well.
Oh, I see.
Let's go for that. That's a 9.
-2.
That's 7.
I think.
No.
No, you don't think so?
If I go... Oh,
Yeah, I would say you can hammer him.
right, so he's going to
Turn him
go...
around. There we go.
There we go. They'll fight back to back. You have only got 1 wound left. The Land Raider can do D6 attack.
Why not?
Strength 8.
You got this.
Your toughness 8. Is it suicide?
No, because what are you hitting on?
6s.
So you've got D6, 6s. I mean, you've got nothing to lose if you don't do it.
No.
It's funny if you do. You're not.
If it was turn 5, yes. I've got one more turn.
I don't think you're likely to lose this game, buddy. You are getting away with the mission.
I am going to restrain myself.
Okay, I think I got about 15 points. I think you're on about 30, so Dan's not going to do it. Dan's not going to do it. Okay.
Right.
Over here. That should mess me up.
Right. So, the Redemptor gets... He gets...
Tyranid gore all over his fist.
4 attacks, plus 1 for shock assault.
Mm-hmm.
Hitting on 3s.
Mm-hmm.
6s generating extra hits. So 2 miss, but that one will be the extra hit.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's got like strength 14?
Yeah, so it's 2s.
So 3.
I make 1. How much damage each? 3?
D3 plus 3.
So you can not kill him. Because I've got 6 in total, so yeah, that would have killed him by itself. Cool. Right, that is it. Oh no. Sorry, there's a tower in the way. It's like, there's nothing else around. No, there totally is. Mess me up.
Jack.
This should do it. This should do it. No minuses in close combat.
4 attacks base plus 1 for shock assault.
Mm-hmm.
So wounding, hitting on 2s. No additional hits. Strength 10.
So 2s.
So that's 5.
He's probably dead. That's 3 misses. How much damage each?
You a monster. He's a monster, isn't he?
Yeah.
So it's 4 attacks. 4 damage each.
And then he's definitely dead.
Yeah.
And nothing. That's it.
Right, we'll just consolidate up.
The dream is dead. I've been playing Crush Stampede wrong, so don't blame me, everyone who... Crush Stampede's broken! Well, it's really not. I'm not losing on purpose, I swear.
Can I... Your guy... It's... How many wounds does he count as? How many models on the objective?
He counts as 13, I think.
13.
That's how many wounds got left.
We're going to consolidate that.
Yep.
Just...
I am a dead man essay.
That's my turn.
Right, so I get... For turn 4, I get 1 CP. And I'm only on 1 objective again. So I didn't think I was going to do a lot this turn, so I put all my shots into the Dreadnought. I did kill it, but only just. It did not blow up. I killed the Eradicator. Shot all my shots into the tank, doing 0 damage. Charge both of those things, doing 0 damage. And then Dan hit me back with that guy. Needed a 6 to wound, the 6 got through. I needed a 4-up save, I failed. Spent the CP, and I failed. Didn't thrash out, the dream is dead. He is gone. So Dan is massively away with the points, but we're going to carry on playing. It is turn 5, but I will throw up the scores in a second. So Dan's movement phased, jump pack guy has moved up, Bjorn has moved up, Land Raider has moved up. So lots and lots of shots.
Yeah. We'll do the Land Raider first.
Okay.
Uh,
Can only see him. So everything into that guy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So, the 4 lav cannons hitting on 4s because we're bracketed. So just 1.
I am toughness 8, so 3s.
3s. It goes.
There it is. And 5 up. Nope.
D6 damage. 6.
The big 6. So it takes down to 5. Not looking so hot now. I'll keep that there just for a minute. So I've taken 5 damage, but then it comes to the melters.
Right. 1 hits. Your strength 8 of 4s. And it wounds.
This is it. This is it. I take the damage. It's d6.
So
Actually, it might be +2 for the distance.
that's right, 5 will do it.
So, oh, I see. So that's 4 damage. So far I've taken 9.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Could you get a +2, I think? That's definitely +2. Definitely +2. So I'm on 11 damage.
Heavy bolters.
Mm-hmm.
4. So 4s.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a miss. And then 6s. No, 5s. Nothing.
Okay.
So that's him.
He's got 2 wounds left.
Bjorn is going to do the...
So if you kill him, I can't score anything, because I know on turn 5 I can just move up there, but you've definitely got this game, so just have fun.
Bjorn is going to flamer the Exocrine.
Yeah, and then shoot
and
those
then
guys.
multi-melter the Hive Guard.
Yeah, makes more sense. Okay.
We'll do the multi-melter first.
Sure.
2s. Hit. And then...
3s.
No.
Okay.
And then the flamer for d6 shots. 6.
You still really want to kill him anyway. You want to get in close combat and murderify him.
Strength 5, so 5s.
Okay. No?
No.
Okay. And then go for the charge.
So, we'll do Bjorn first, because I want Bjorn in. For 3.
Oh yeah, you're in. All day long.
Am I in?
Yeah, 7 inches. Because you're like the other side of the wall. You can still smack like that.
We'll try the Wolf Guard if he can get in.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Okay.
And the Land Raider.
I don't think you can actually squeeze in, but
No.
sure. Yeah, just kill him. I can't score any points anyway, because meh.
Right. 5 attack base plus 1 for shock assault.
Yep.
Hitting on 2s.
Extra attack? No extra attack.
No. And then
Wounding
wounding
on
on
3s.
3s. That is
Nice.
How many wins have you got?
2 left. So whatever you do, I failed. So yes, and a 6 is not a sausage. He's gone. That is it. Wow, really strong. I could have my turn 5. There is no point really because I can't do a lot here. I mean, I could shoot a couple of models. Nothing's scoring me any points. I could move up and just get 4 points. And I will do so. But I'll put the scores up on the screen. So that's it. I think it goes something like 22-86. Very happy for Dan. It's really nice to see what he's done here. We play a lot at our local club, and I've always had a good game with Dan. I never thought I've got away with a game. It's always been pretty close. But I think this is the first time he's got a victory from me. I'm not being that guy.
Woo.
I'm saying it. It's like I'm not going to say a father figure. I know I'm old, but I'm thinking like an older brother figure. I've really enjoyed seeing Dan's army come along, as in it's great to see his paint skill improved. His green stuffing is fantastic now. And his gameplay, every time he tries something different, he goes, I'm going to try this. We talk about tactics, and it's so good to see him come along. I mean, you've tried out different modes of transport before, because you've tried your flyer, and
Yep.
you've tried it in different ways to see how you can make it work. You don't give up on something, you give it a go, and you're like, yeah, okay, I see what I did there, and try something new. So you've gone with Land Raider this time, which I think is actually better. Yeah, you can't fly over stuff, but...
I think it was 30 points cheap, because I wore... Yeah, the flyer was going to come, but that was 30 points cheaper.
Yeah, it's -1 to hit the flyer, but everything can see it.
Yeah.
And it does generally get shot, doesn't it? But it's really great to see your army. You've always liked Bjorn.
Yeah.
And I think you've got the tools. I mean, not one thing is hard hitting. You've got some hard hitting stuff. You've got some good close combat stuff. You've got, like I said, you've got these toolbox. So you've got those wolves grabbing the objectives. The Marines sitting at the back do exactly what they need to do. And I think you've got this covered. And I didn't say before we started this. This was my list that I used at a local event at Curtin Games in Crediton, in the southwest of the UK. Really nice venue. If you're nearby, please check them out. Always have a good time there. And I had a good time at the tournament. I didn't do massively well, but we had some fun. I didn't change the list. I keep thinking there's a few things I'm not massively happy with. I might change them out. But in this particular game, I made a mistake with the placement of the -1 to hit Malathrop. and possibly the bad move with the Dreadnought could land me on an objective. But I think I might have been 10 points difference in it, and that's probably about it. But Dan still got massively ahead with those objectives. He played the game so well. And thoughts? I mean, would you change your list again? Because I know you like to.
I would like to do a scout list.
Because Dan likes to play Rule of Cool, which is great, but scouts kind of lack now, I think.
With the Phobos Marines, I think I can make it work on paper, but it would purely be objective based. I don't think they could kill anything.
Interesting. Oh, so you could give them OBSEC, which they should have really anyway.
But no, again, I don't know what I'd change. The only ones would be either the Grey Hunters for some Blood Claws, just for that extra melee. And maybe swap the Primaris out for Grey Hunters, but then they can transhuman when being shot at.
Yeah, and they're doing their job. They're sitting at the back, holding the objective. They don't have to move. And if they kill something, brilliant. If they don't, then it doesn't really matter. They get the points. I think whatever you killed, you got your points value from. Like, you've used a pawn to take a pawn kind of thing, or maybe even higher. I mean, putting Marines in the way of my Barbed Hero duel was a great idea. So I think you played the mission perfectly, and you attacked the things you need to.
I resist the urge to advance and just
murder stuff.
Yeah.
Which I think we're all guilty of at some stage. We all just go, forget the objectives, let's just kill stuff. But it was a thoroughly good game. I really enjoyed it.
It was good fun. Good fun. Thank you for having me.
That's all right. Anytime. So obviously, like I said, you'll never see me again because I mentioned the fact that Dan is the secret agent. That's why he's not on camera. Yeah, it was nice doing these battle reports. Now I'm dead. So all my models go to somebody, because if my missus finds out, I would have been double dead. All right. Thank you very much for watching, guys. And please hit the like button if you did enjoy this. If there's anything we got wrong, please let us know. I mean, I did ham up a shooting phase, and hopefully I've sorted that out. So we didn't remove any models that weren't supposed to be removed. So please subscribe for more great content. Take care, everyone. See you in the next one.